If you're planning a trip to Delhi, India, buckle up because today we're diving into top 10 must-visit spots in Delhi. But before we start, just a heads up, Delhi is like a spicy curry. It's rich, flavorful, and sometimes a bit too hot to handle. So let's navigate this adventure with a little humor, a lot of excitement, and some practical tips. First up, the Red Fort. This place is Beyonce of historical sites, a true icon. Built by Emperor Shah Jahan, it's as grand as his taste in architecture. The pros, you ask? It's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, which basically means it's a big deal. The fort's sprawling grounds and stunning red sandstone walls will give you some serious Insta-worthy shots. But here's the kicker. Avoid visiting on Mondays because it's closed. And trust me, getting all hyped up just to find the gate shut is not the kind of surprise you want. Also, watch out for the crowds. Delhi loves the Red Fort, and so does everyone else. Next on the list is the Qutub Minar. This is the Eiffel Tower of Delhi, except it's older, taller. Just kidding, it's not. And you can't go inside. But hey, it's still pretty impressive. Standing at 73 meters tall, or 239.5 feet, it's the tallest brick minaret in the world. The pros, you ask? It's surrounded by lush gardens and ancient ruins, so you get a double whammy of history and nature. But remember, birds love this place too, and they're not shy about leaving you a little gift from above. So maybe pack an umbrella, just in case. Now let's talk about India Gate. It's like Delhi's own Arc de Triomphe, but with way more snacks around. This war memorial honors soldiers who laid down their lives during World War I, and the atmosphere here is as vibrant as it's respectful. The pros, you ask? It's a great place to soak in some history and people watch. The cons? The area can get pretty crowded, especially in the evenings, and the street vendors can be a little persistent. If you're not in the mood for a balloon or a toy helicopter, a polite no thank you should do the trick. But hey, who doesn't need a balloon now and then, right? Up next is the Humayun's tomb. If the Taj Mahal had an older, more sophisticated cousin, this would be it. This Mughal mausoleum is not just a tomb. It's a masterpiece of architecture and a peaceful oasis in the middle of the bustling city. The pros, you ask? It's quieter than the Taj Mahal, with fewer tourists so you can actually take a moment to breathe and enjoy the serenity. Just watch out for the occasional monkeys. Yes, you heard that right. They might be cute, but they're also sneaky little rascals. Keep your snacks and sunglasses close. Now, let's head to the Lotus Temple. This place looks like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? It's actually a Baha'i house of worship, and it's open to people of all faiths. The pros, you ask? The architecture is stunning, and the inside is as peaceful as it gets. Perfect for a little meditation or just to escape the hustle and bustle. The cons? Photography isn't allowed inside, so you'll have to keep those memories in your head. Also, shoes off at the entrance, folks, so make sure your socks don't have holes. Jama Masjid is up next. This is one of the largest mosques in India, and it's an absolute stunner. It was built by Shah Jahan, the same guy who built the Taj Mahal. Clearly, he had a thing for impressive structures. The pros, you ask? You get a bird's eye view of the old Delhi from the minaret. The climb is worth it. Trust me. But here's the thing. Dress modestly and be prepared for a bit of a crowd, especially on Fridays during prayer times. And if you're afraid of heights, maybe skip the minaret climb. Your knees will thank you. Let's move on to Akshardham Temple. This place is like Disneyland for the spiritually inclined. It's massive, it's gorgeous, and it's got everything from boat rides to light shows. The pros, you ask? The sheer scale and beauty of the place will blow your mind. The cons? No cameras or phones allowed inside, so you'll have to actually experience the moment rather than capture it. Shocking, I know. Also, this place is far from tourist light, so be ready for long lines, especially during weekends. Next up is Rashtrapati Bhavan. This is where the President of India lives. And let me tell you, they live in style. This massive building is surrounded by lush gardens and is a prime example of British-era architecture. The pros, you ask? You can take a guided tour of parts of the residence and the beautiful Mughal gardens, which are open to the public during certain seasons. The cons? Booking the tour in advance is a must, and trust me, this isn't the kind of place where you want to show up just unannounced. Now let's dive into the chaos, Chandni Chowk and the Spice Market. This place is the heart and soul of Old Delhi, and it's as intense as it is exciting. If you're a foodie, this is heaven. The street food here is legendary. Just be prepared for a flavor explosion. The pros, you ask. The food, the spices, the sheer energy of the place. It's a sensory overload in the best way possible. But be aware, it's crowded, it's loud, and it's not the cleanest part of Delhi. Keep an eye on your belongings and maybe pack some hand sanitizer. You'll thank me later. Last but definitely not the least, Connaught Place, or CP as the locals call it. This is where the modern Delhi comes to play, shop, and eat. The circular market area is packed with everything from high-end stores to street vendors. And the vibe here is electric. The pros, you ask. It's a shopper's paradise and a great place to experience the pulse of Delhi. The cons, the traffic around CP can be a nightmare, and the parking is like finding a needle in a haystack. If you're planning to drive, maybe reconsider, or better yet, just take the metro. And there you have it, folks. The top 10 places to visit in Delhi, a city that's equal parts chaotic and charming. Whether you're a history buff, a foodie, or just someone looking to explore, Delhi's got something for everyone. So pack your bags, grab your camera, and get ready for an adventure of a lifetime. Just remember, Delhi is like that roller coaster ride you didn't quite sign up for, but ended up loving anyway. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the video and subscribe for more travel guides and tips from all around the world.